She was the most amazing person I had ever met. She said things in such a poetic way that you couldn't help but listen. Over 5 years ago, she was kidnapped, at just the age of 14. She died a few years ago in a car crash. When I visited her at the hospital just before she died, she gave me a book about her kidnapping and her emotions of that traumatizing experience. I'd like to share some of the things she wrote in that book with you. It all started when she was walking home late from a school dance. She wrote how the stars were so bright that you could barely look at the deep black sky. It was misty out, and she could hardly see where she was going. She felt a shadow creep upon her, and the next thing she remembers is waking up in a dark basement a few hours later with an aching feeling on her head. After a few months of the same awful routine, she got tired of him using her as a servant like she was a piece of property, so she did something about it. The next time he went to hit her, she hit him back, knocking him to the floor. She did the only thing she could think of, and that was to run away. She busted open the front door, running into the street, screaming for help. But before someone could save her, he hit her, hard, knocking her into the dry asphalt, making her crack her head open. At that moment, she lost a lot of her memory. She couldn't recall her life before the kidnapping. She didn't even remember me. After 7 months, Angela had been found and her kidnapper was put into prison for life. But it didn't help her much. She had changed. She could only remember the life she had had with him. Even if she didn't remember me, I still tried to have as good of a friendship as I could with her. She didn't remember any of our memories we had or the laughs we shared before, but we made more memories and laughed even harder than we did before. She was and always will be my best friend. She was such a strong person, she never, even once, thought about taking away the pain. She kept moving and never gave up.